Right, let's get the latest weather update with Carol. And it's National Weather Presenters Day, isn't it, Carol? Is that an excuse for even more fan mail than ever?
I wish, Joanna. I'm expecting a cake and champagne any second. Is it coming out?
You've not had it yet. It's on its way.
Very good. I want to show you some things that are happening in Japan at the moment. We've got the International Snow and Ice Festival taking place here, and you can see where it's in Odori in the north. And if you just look at the difference in the temperatures, you can see how we've got the milder conditions in South Japan and we've got the colder in the north. And in fact, there's been a lot of snow even in the last few days since the beginning of February here. So the snow resorts are doing well, but so is the festival. So let me show you some pictures of this snow festival and the sculptures. There's snow and ice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the detail in that. How long must it have taken to make that? Crikey. But there are some amazing ones, and this attracts over 2 million visitors every year, so it's huge for the Japanese economy. Wow. And sometimes, like in recent years, when there hasn't been enough snow, for example, the army have been deployed, the military, to import snow from North Japan and take it here so that it would save the festival, because obviously it would earn a lot of revenue. Wow. And last year there wasn't enough snow. It was much milder, they had rain, but this year it's looking much more promising. You see it's snowing here. Temperatures over the next few days still -10, that kind of level by night, and by day a little bit higher, and it finishes next Thursday, and then on Friday the temperature scoots up to 5 degrees, so they're being very lucky with this.
Amazing.
Yeah, have you ever seen anything like that?
No.
You know, we often have snow, not snow, but sand sculptures, and they're also affected by the weather. The weather would melt the snow, of course, and it would rain, and it's the same with the sand sculptures as well. But we've only got snow in our forecast today across the hills of Scotland as we start importing colder air. For most of us, this is a picture. It's a cloudy scenario. There's some drizzle coming out of that cloud. There are also some showers around. And we've got some rain, courtesy of this weather front here, which is sinking southwards. Now, some of the rain as it crosses western Scotland and Northern Ireland will be heavy, but it's going to be surrounded and just ahead of it by squally winds. And through the course of the day, that is going to be pushing steadily southwards. So for England and for Wales, we're looking at a cloudy day. There will be some breaks across parts of Yorkshire first thing, and then into Lincolnshire. Down towards West Midlands, we could also see some breaks, but for most, it's going to be cloudy, and at times it will be damp. Now, as the rain continues to journey southwards across Scotland, we'll see some clearer skies coming in behind it. It will be cold, and we'll see some showers as well, and some of those over the hills of Scotland, as I mentioned, wintry. The rain continuing to push out of Northern Ireland and into Northern England. Remember, around it, we've got the squally winds, and just ahead of it, a similar story. Then as we come south, we're under this veil of cloud, thick enough here and there to produce some drizzle or the odd shower, and temperatures around about 10 or 11. Then, through the evening and overnight, the front comes south, taking its rain with it. It's a weakening feature, it will still be windy, and it's going to join forces with another one coming in from the Atlantic, and that will pep things up. But it does mean for England and for Wales, it's going to be another mild night, whereas for the far north of England, Northern Ireland and Scotland, it's going to be cold, cold enough for some frost and the risk of ice on untreated surfaces. So we start tomorrow on this wet note, courtesy of this area of low pressure, accompanied by those tightly packed isobars. That means it's going to be windy tomorrow, particularly so in the south. Gusts to gale force, even severe gales possible with exposure, for example, through the English Channel. But this rain could produce as much as 50 millimetres, 2 inches, across parts of Wales, southwest England, so there is the risk of local flooding. And you can see how it all migrates northwards through the course of the day, engaging with the colder air across Scotland. So once again, we'll see some snow on the hills, and still cold in the north, comparatively milder as we push further south. So a quick look at Sunday shows that it is going to be a real mishmash of weather. We'll have some bright spells, we'll also have some sunshine, and we'll have some showers. Blustery showers. The strongest winds will be in the north, and for a time we're likely to see some hill snow, but by then the cooler conditions have filtered further south. I say cooler because compared to what they're going to be today, it will feel cooler, but these temperatures are more representative of where they should be at this stage in February.